Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Crochet Characters with Jill, where I'll be helping you create characters that you've been searching for. Our tutorial series, today's video is going to be about changing colors. Okay, so today we're going to be going over that. So to start off, I already made an actual showcase, I guess, foundation with 21 single crochets. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you how normally it looks when you change colors. Okay. So let's see. So let's go ahead and let's say for example you're doing we're going to be doing single crochet. Okay? So let's say for example you're doing like you're following along, right, or you're reading a pattern. So I'm doing 3, 2, 3, and then you see that on the third stitch it asks you to it asks you to switch colors. Alright, so what will happen and what we do is pretty much change accordingly to what they tell you. So for this example, let's say that our color is ivory. I have it right here. Okay, so for what would you do before you can actually even do the third stitch? You do have 2, right? At this point I'm saying that I'm gonna do 3, but they want to actually carry on the next stitch on ivory. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a third single crochet, but I'm not gonna complete it. What I'm gonna be doing is gonna be completed by me adding the other yarn. So just like this, you have 2, right? So instead of putting the green yarn, you're going to be putting your color that you're going to be changing to. So that's the color that's going to complete your single crochet for that stitch. So for example, see, I already got 1, 2, and 3. If I go like this, it looks already like 3. Okay, and so this next color, ivory, that I chose is going to be on my next color now. So I'm going to drop the green one, don't use it at all, and continue using the ivory for the next stitches. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 more, just for example. Okay. See, there you go, 3. For let's say, for example, let's say they say like, oh, you know what, like after a certain amount of stitches, change to a different color. Whatever the case may be. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and be using orange. And for the orange color that I have, it's actually a different hook. It's a 5 hook. If you guys been following along, I've been using the 5 for my orange. Okay, and it's going to be the same concept. I'm going to be going ahead and wrapping the yarn around the hook, passing it through, completing that single crochet. Pull out some beading yarn. Okay, toss this to the back. Alright, and then I'll proceed with the next one. So 1, 2, and then let's say, just go ahead, let's say that they want it again, or they want to switch. You have 2 options here. So let's say for example you're doing like 2 colors. Let's say like, or for example like how it is. You want to add the primary color, which in this case is green, back to the top. You have 2 options to do it. Either you can pick up from where you left off from this yarn over here. You know how it was from back here, how we first started. That's the yarn right here. It's in the back, and that's the feeding for the green part. Okay, we can either continue with that or snip it. And by snip I mean by cutting it. So those are the 2 options. Since we've been going the way that we're doing right now, let's just go ahead and cut it. That way I'll show you both ways I'm referring to. And I'm gonna go ahead and it is green, so it's the different hook. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my green in there. So same concept, just go through it, and then here you go. So let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there you go. See, so it's already a pattern. So you can keep on practicing if you like. That's how normally how you do it. But let's say, for example, I don't want to cut it like that's the other way that I was mentioning it. I don't want to cut it. I want to continue on like that. You can do it for sure. And it normally happens when you're going on circles, like on a magic circle. Sometimes it does happen, and it's more like doable in a way, because it conceals itself from the inside of the actual circle. That's what pretty much what the magic circle does. It creates a circle like an oval circle shape, so you can hide everything inside of it. But since right here we're not doing that, I want to make sure that I don't hold it too tight, because then it's gonna be bending, because the yarn back here is making it cringe. Alright, so not too much, so just a little loose, just like that. Alright, so just like that, we're gonna go ahead and start with the next 3. 1, 2, and then here's the third one. Alrighty then, and watch. See how it looks? See how that little angle it makes? It kind of bends it. That's what I'm saying. Like on the magic circle one, then it's more doable, because you can actually hide it in there, and you can stuff it or whatnot. Because there's a majority of times that when you do a circle, you stuff it so it stays in there. And with this one, since it's straight, it can't really be that straight, because it curves because of that option. I'm just trying to show you the options that there is. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and jump back to how it was, how I was doing it. So for that demonstration, I'm going to go undo just a little bit. And let's just jump back to my orange. Alright. There's the orange. Let me cut it. Okay, that's not it. Okay. So just, the last one, we're going to go ahead and do it. So when you add it, if you pull the yarn that you just went through, for this case it was the ivory, because I'm going into orange now. If you actually pull it, it kind of like tucks it in, so it can help you when you're doing your next stitch. Because if it's too loose, like it doesn't really look that good here. So you want a consistency of all the stitches that you make. You don't want one to be okay, one very loose, one very like tight. You want to try to keep them all as much as possible the same. Alright, so I'm not tucking it in or any tension at all for the ivory, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on the next one. So here it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the remaining stitches with orange. Alright then, and there it is. So as you can see, see the pattern, and of course this little like bump is due to the other method that I showed you about changing color. You can see how it looks more straight, but once it gets to there, you can see the difference. Yeah, so just like that. So that's how you change colors. Alright, and that's it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this yarn right here to just close it in. Remember, always chain one. I didn't chain right there. See, that put a bit like mistake. And there it is. That way it keeps it. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my remaining yarns because I don't need it. Alright, so I have no strings attached, but just what I have floating. Alright, great. Alright, so that's today's lesson. It was on changing color. Any questions, concerns, comment down below. I'll get to you as soon as I can. You can help out the channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. Alright, thank you so much. Have a good day.